Hello everyone, my name is PaperNapkin and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokémon FireRed. In the last episode I got a little bit lost, but in this episode I hope to make up for it. I've tweaked the ways I'm recording my screen capture and the way I record my audio, so hopefully things will look better, and in the long run I think it will. I'm still kind of getting used to these new programs. If you're wondering, I'm using Fraps and Audacity now, as opposed to using Camtasia Studio 7 or whatnot. The reason I'm doing this is I feel most Let's Players use the Fraps setup just because it gives better video quality and hopefully audio quality as well. The reason I was using Camtasia Studio before is it's really easy to use. It's kind of like the beginner's way of getting into Let's Plays. I highly recommend it if you have a decent enough computer, and I say decent enough because it's really CPU intensive. The software is originally designed to do desktop presentations, not for capturing gameplay and whatnot. So I'm asking you guys, if you can watch this video, which you obviously are, because how else can you hear this? If you can watch this video and then maybe watch one of my previous videos, compare the two, be as critical as you want. Is this quality better? Was the old quality better? What about the audio? Do you feel it's more echoey now, or is it better now? I really want to hear the feedback from you guys, just so I can make my Let's Plays in the future all the more better. Not only for you guys, but for me. If we come up here, oh, I thought we had enough space to not fight that guy. Apparently this guy is coming with us to Rock Tunnel. I don't really want him to come with me, just because it's a little awkward. Camper Drew. Drew, you're a little awkward. You're really tall, you're really loud, but you're a nice guy altogether. What is he talking about? Only Drew will know. Hi Drew, hi. I'm waving at you, but you can't see me, because... maybe you can see me. I hope not. If you can see me, please don't tell me. I digress once more. We really should be talking about the gameplay rather than, the technical aspects and stuff. That should be behind the scenes, but... also, this is more about the technical stuff. For those of you that actually do Let's Plays and what's not, you probably know a lot more than I do at this point, just because I'm kind of new to this. If you notice or you know something, just from personal experience of how to make the quality better, or what to do in certain situations, please feel free to leave a comment, send me a message. I love getting feedback, especially from people who are doing this as well. And I know there have been a couple of people out there that so far have been doing that, and I really appreciate it. And enough about that. Let's get back to the action once more. Ekans, let's go on Hope. Make it safe. Play it safe. Let's get this over with. I really want to get to that patch of grass because this is a new route for those of you who are keeping track, so it means I can get a new Pokemon. This is probably like the least memorable route for me, at least in my playthroughs. I don't think there's anything too good to catch here. Probably just, the normal culprits with Rattata, Pidgey, probably a Spearow, maybe an Ekans or a Sandshrew if you're playing Leaf Green. What is he sending out now? Sandshrew, right. So we'll see what we get. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to getting an Ekans. It's not the greatest Pokemon, but at least it's something different. Yeah, we'll see. I got an interesting comment from someone in my last video talking about how the random number generator in Pokemon can kind of be really, dickish, I would say. Not their words, mine. Just because when you want to get 5 hits, you tend to get 2, and then when you want to get 2 hits, you tend to get 5. Same sort of thing with paralysis and, sleep. You want the opponent to get, paralyzed or get maximum turns of sleep, but what usually happens is you'll get paralyzed all the time and they won't. It's kind of annoying that way. There's not much you can do about it, so I'm just going to learn to appreciate it. And the new Pokemon is... oh, it is an Ekans. Okay, this is... oh, it's only level 13. And I'm with Hope. I wonder if I'm going to kill it with one hit. Ekans is a decent... I probably just killed it... oh, I didn't. Oh, that's good. It's a decent Poison-type Pokemon. It might be useful, it might not be. Early on, I probably wouldn't have a problem using one, but later on, I think more often than not, if he doesn't die along the way, I'm just going to replace him. And yes, I caught myself an Ekans. Yay! Now what should I call it? I really wasn't planning on catching one. Well, let's see. Well, I can't really think of anything, so I'm just gonna spell Ekans backwards. I think that's pretty usual. S-N-A-K-E. Oh, Nintendo, I see what you did there. Oh, that's pretty clever. Yeah, Nintendo's pretty, famous for doing a lot of little things like that. I'll try to point them out along the way. Ooh, berry. I have like the attention span of a child. Berry, 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 berry. Yeah, there's a lot of little like play on words that Nintendo does. If I notice them along the way, I'll point them out. I did not mean to fight her. Patronize you. I don't know why, but I just envisioned myself like giving her like an American flag and like pants with like red and white stripes. But that's obviously not what she was meaning to say. Minting. She's minting me. That's a pretty good sprite for Atkins. I'm pretty impressed. Would she send out? Meowth? Okay, yeah, let's go with Mankey. Dixie. Payday! Payday's a pretty cool move. That was so close. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go into oh shit. Because oh shit, that was close. What was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. Payday is a really good move if you have a Meowth, just because what it lets you do is, if you're fighting a Pokemon trainer, I don't know if it's for random Pokemon too, but at the end of the battle you'll pick up extra money, which is early on pretty useful, but later on when you have thousands and thousands of excess dollars, not so much. Yeah, it's a special move reserved for Meowth only, because they have the coin on the top of their head. I forget the backstory behind that, but I'm sure it's pretty cool. And ooh, a picnicker. There's so many picnickers in this world. It's like that's all they do. That's the Pokemon hobby. Either train Pokemon or you go on picnics. Anyways, we are now on Route 10, which means we can catch another new Pokemon. And there's actually some decent Pokemon options in here. I'm really hoping I'm getting the one that I want. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yes! Oh, thank God. This is Voltorb, the one that looks like a Pokeball, but is also a electric type Pokemon. There aren't very many electric type Pokemon. I hope I don't get 5 hits. Don't you dare. No! Oh, it was 3 hits, but it was a critical hit. If it was just 3, it would have been a easy capture. Oh. Rah, 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 rah. Fuck. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Balls and tits. Shit everywhere. On the floor, on the ground, on the wall. Okay, well, I was just about to say that there's not very many electric type Pokemon in the game. Voltorb is probably, one of the more reliable ones to capture. Aside from Pikachu and Viridian Forest, but that's such a rare chance to find. And yeah, I'm gonna be pretty much stuck with an electric type Pokemon for the next little while, which is kind of unfortunate. Damn it, I was so excited. I was like, oh, I'm gonna teach a Shockwave, and it's gonna use Sonic Boom, it's gonna level up really quickly. But nope. Nope. This picnicker's laughing at me. She's like, oh, I have an electric type Pokemon, how come you don't? Oh, and you're sending out a flying type Pokemon too. Insult to injury. God damn it, Nintendo. God damn it. And I'm pretty sure, the encounter rate for that Voltorb is pretty high. So. Damn it. God damn it. I'm so sad right now, folks. Oh well, I'm back up. Standing up next is a Clefairy. Normally I would send out Dixie to fight it, but it's a little bit low, so I'll stay with those shit. Man, I'm gonna think about that Voltorb all night now. What could have been? What could have been? I would have named it Balls, and then I would send out my balls, and all the ball jokes. So sad. Follow me? What the heck is that? I've never seen that move before in my life. Became the center of attention. Okay, just like most girls. Tee. He didn't actually say that, did he? I guess he did. Anyways. I say anyways a lot. It's a good word. I noticed other people have been starting to say anyways as well. People that watch my videos. So that's kind of cool. And we found a Cherry Berry, which is fun to say. Cherry Berry. I haven't really been using berries that much at this point. I probably should, especially some of the hit point ones, just because They're really useful if you don't go to a Pokemon Center. Speaking of Pokemon Centers, this is probably the only route, aside from the one up to Mount Moon, that actually has a Pokemon Center. So feel free to come back and use it if you ever get lost in the Rock Tunnel. Why might you get lost? Well, Rock Tunnel is interesting in that it's the only place in the game where it's pitch black. You would think Mount Moon, being a tunnel as well, would be pitch black, but it's not. So this adds an interesting dynamic of gameplay. There is a way to get rid of the darkness, and that's the key item that I mentioned on the other side of Diglett's Cave. I haven't gotten to that point yet, so I'm probably going to have to go back and pick that up off screen. Or I'll go to Diglett's Cave off screen, and then I'll show you how to get the item on screen. Or otherwise that'd be kind of pointless for you guys. And you can navigate your way through this place if you wanted to, you know, with the internet, and, you know, oh, I hear a Zubat. That's kind of scary. I'm gonna leave. With the internet, there's, you know, maps out there, so if you wanted to navigate in the dark, you can. I'm not gonna do that just because it'd be really boring for you guys. I mean, it'd be pitch black screen, me bumping into walls. I mean, yeah, there'd be the occasional Pokemon battle with a trainer and whatnot, but I'm gonna avoid that altogether and just go get the TM or HM that'll let us get through there more easily. So I'll meet you guys over at Diglett's Cave. And we are back at Diglett's Cave. Now we're actually going to go through all the way. Diglett's Cave is actually probably one of the easier dungeons. I don't even know if you want to call it a dungeon at this point, just because it's linear. If you go in one direction, you get to the end. And I'm just going to use a couple of repels, make my way through it as quickly as possible, because there's not too much to see here. Hopefully I don't run into any Dugtrios along the way. That'd be pretty annoying. Knock on wood. So yeah, I'm sorry there's not a lot going on in this episode. Just kind of wanted to talk about the technical stuff, and wasn't intending to backtrack a little bit like this, but hey, it happens. We make our way up here. Ta-da! We are now on the other side of Diglett's Cave, which is actually north of Verdian City. So this is a pretty good shortcut if you ever want to come back. I don't know why you would, aside from getting this key item. There's also a couple of items around here. I think if you go in this house, is this where we get the item? No, it's not. If you talk to this guy here, he'll ask for an Abra in exchange for a Mr. Mime. This is a great trade, especially if you can't trade with your friends to get the fully evolved form of Kadabra, which is Alakazam. Mr. Mime's probably a really underrated psychic Pokemon. It's kind of unfortunate you can't catch it otherwise, because I would love to have it on my team. But if we come down here and we talk to Professor Oak AIDS, or AIDS, he has AIDS? He has more than one aid, that's what I meant. He'll give us HM05 if we've caught 10 kinds of Pokemon. Unfortunately, I've only caught 9 kinds of Pokemon. I was kind of hoping I would have more at this point. If Dixie Kong hadn't killed that Drowsy, I would have. It's a little bit unfortunate and kind of expected, I guess, because since I'm doing the Nuzlocke challenge. What I'm going to do is off screen, I'm just going to go catch a random Pokemon, probably like a Caterpie or something, and just release it. So it still counts as having 10 in my Pokedex, even though I won't have it on my party. So until then, I'll see you in a second. And I am back. Now that I've caught 10 kinds of Pokemon, we can talk to this guy, and hopefully he'll give us HM05. So yes, I have caught. And voila! Huzzah! We get HM05, which teaches us Flash. As the name implies, Flash lights up dark places, so we can now navigate through the dark tunnel. Rock tunnel, rather. But before we do that, let's come down here, pick up some items that I noticed were along the way. There's an Ether, not too bad. Paralyzed Heal, not too bad. Is there one more? There's probably a hidden item here somewhere. But yeah, now that we have HM05, we can go back to the Rock Tunnel and navigate our way to Lavender Town. But we'll do that in the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. My name is PaperNapkin. See you guys next time.